All right. Go.
Recording has started. Perfect time.
We last left our heroes. It seems that, as I said before, they were able to deal with a money-related issue. A creature that siphons money anyway. They were able to deal with that and make their way throughout a cavern. After which, descended into. Fuck, what is that thing called again? Actually, no, that is the cavern. Yeah, they descended into a cavern. After they encountered a strange creature, a dead body along with dog named. Afterwards, beating the dog, befriended him, and rested for the night. Luckily for them,
Mike,
were-
you're losing. You were losing you.
We're losing you.
Yeah.
Break
Are we good? Are we okay? Are we good now? Are we okay? Are we good? Are we okay now?
We're good.
We're good now.
Okay, so they met a dog. The dog's name was Tank. Found his owner, and they were going to figure out what to do with his body in the morning, as well as see where they can move on throughout the day. So for now, we'll cut to the morning. That's on Terry Town.
What? Speak up! I can't hear you. No, honestly, you just quiet it.
Gosh.
Lol.
So that. Restart my. There we go. So now. Okay, it's a little while, but that's fine. So you all awaken to see, as said before, you awaken from that night. Okay. Yeah, you all awaken from that night. Rested up the best that you can. You wake up, get everything you can ready done. Some people go and scout. Some people go check out the cavern, see where you can go. Tank and Ona are gonna go scout ahead a little bit, make their way down the cavern. Everybody else, what do you plan to do in the morning?
I wanted to. Since we had a good meal last night, I'm not really going to worry too much about breakfast, but I did want to try and look around the area for maybe something. If we are going to bury the dude, we're going to need some. I wanted to get maybe some flowers or something nice for them, just to make it look a little nicer.
Okay, let me nature check. Anybody else want to do anything?
Look around and see what loose material I could find to try to make something that'll help.
Roll me an enchanting check, Chris.
I got a 6. Is that okay?
For 6, as you go and you look around, find some wildflowers, some basically just weeds that grow around the area. Nothing too special.
Close, it'll do. I'll go ahead and pick them, and then I'll let everyone else go for a bit.
14, a 4 and a 6, plus 4.
In enchanting?
Yeah, I have a 4 in enchanting.
Huh, okay.
That was one of my main focuses.
So as you continue to go on, you begin to fly throughout areas, fly through little cracks and crevices, making your way through little holes that no one else can. Making your way through, you find a small green glowing rock.
Ooh.
Issue is, it seems to be embedded in the wall.
Seen this problem before.
I know that problem all too well.
So again, what are you gonna do? As you think on that, Rim, you wake up to your previous adventure the other day. You feel like your skin's a little bit just burned. if you've ever been if you ever felt chemical burns from something, it's what you kind of have feeling going up like your left arm. Your back's not doing too hot. And even Icarus is not doing that hot. The other day you fought a like. And you're okay. It's just you've been better. And that Ash, as you go over, Ona comes back after going and scouting out an area. Hey guys, I think I found a place for him.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
At the end of the cavern, there seems to be we can bury him under some trees over there.
I think about as good a place as any to bury someone.
Yeah.
It's a little ways of a walk, so someone can pick him up. That'd be great. Because I don't think we should have. He looks over to Tank. Him drag him over and look over to Tank. His tail starts wagging a little less, and he looks down. Oh, come on, boy. You'll be fine. I'll take you wherever you need to go. Just pets him.
Oh.
So, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take my fairy sword and see if I can break the rock with this. Break it free with that.
Athletics for me, pal.
So, alright, who wants to carry him? Because, I mean, I can try, but...
I'll help.
Thank you, Ziggy.
5 plus 3 plus 3. 11.
You go and you strike it. You feel as you go and you strike it. You feel just a massive amount of recoil go into your wrists, and you see sparks go and fly onto the little edges of the cave of your little hole. Other than that, you can't really gauge if there's an impact or not.
All right. And of course, I assume tick 1 durability off.
Most definitely, yes.
Rather go into this section.
Alright, would me and Ziggy be enough to carry the body, or would we need another person?
Are you just gonna hoist him up? How you plan to carry him?
Well, I'd probably have to carry him by the legs, so I'd probably... Let's see, I'm pretty small, but not too small. I could probably at least hold... grabbing someone... Probably try to, like, hold him and, to my side. Try to wrap around his legs and hold him to my side.
Okay. And here's you. Where are you carrying?
Hold him underneath the arm, so if Ash is doing the leading, then depending on how he's holding.
In the legs, dude.
Yeah, I know you're holding the legs. You said you're holding both of them together, like you twisting, not twist, cross them. Yeah, I'm just holding him. I'm just holding him under his arms.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, both of you roll me athletics checks.
You got it.
So I'm gonna just. I have no other ideas right now, so.
Are you kidding me? Okay, double 6.
All right, 11.
12 plus 4 is 16.
So as you both begin to hoist him up, Kyoji, you pull him up really hard, and I'm talking really fucking hard. Hoist him up, and you hear a go, and a horrible smell comes out. You rip the man in fucking half.
Oh my god! Jesus!
Can everybody there roll me one? Nina, you're fine. Can you roll me a fortitude?
I've never been glad to be away from the group.
A what?
A fortitude check for me.
Allowed to subsidize
that for me?
or no?
You can smell. You're still a tree. You can smell. Remember, you can cook. You can smell.
Well, I mean, am I allowed to roll evasion for this fortitude or no?
No, it's just straight fortitude.
Oh, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
What'd you get?
What's my fortitude? 1?
Ooh,
It's probably
yeah,
like no one invested in fortitude.
That's a no for me,
lowest
Chief.
score you can get?
7 in
Three?
total.
12 total.
Yeah, I got the lowest score.
So Barrett, you lose your dinner.
Ooh,
I didn't need anything.
You ate an apple. You ate a
yeah,
singular apple.
apple.
Oh,
You lose your singular apple.
Jesus
Who lost a singular apple?
cyanide
You're-
in the seeds.
Christ. What a waste of a crit roll, man.
Oh, I
you
got
lost
a 6. So
You get a 6. Ash, you begin to dry heave and you just get a little bit of just mucus and everything coming out. Rim, what'd you get? You got a 7, right?
Yeah.
7. Rim, as you look over to it, you cover your mouth and you begin to dry heave, but then you're fine, right? For a second. You look over to Icarus. Icarus is puking in the corner and that makes you puke.
Oh no!
You lose your apple.
What a wonderful start to this session. Jesus Christ.
Nina.
I blame you guys
You're
for
tr-
picking up the body.
You didn't have to
Nina?
tear the guy in half.
Mm-hmm.
It
You're
wasn't on
hearing-
purpose.
You're hearing this going on, maybe about like 30 feet out.
Oh,
What the
no.
fuck's going on back there?
Oh no.
Anyways,
Regrettable things. Regrettable
Anyway.
things.
What?
spit to both hands, rub them together, and tighten strength and start trying to pull on the rock.
With your force of 375, I think, right? It was 347.
374.
I was close. Okay, as you begin to pull and pull and pull, you feel the muscles in your back begin to go ow, 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 ow. Do you keep pulling?
Mm,
By the way, Ona at this point has currently covered Tank's eyes and is currently vomiting horribly onto the ground.
Oh, ew, just what I want to hear after dinner.
No, it
So
was
if anyone talks to me about food right now, I will slap you.
so,
So, who's hungry?
Nina struggles for a bit and then just
Rim's gonna slap Barrett.
stops. It's like, as much
it
as
up.
I want this, it's
Wait, Mike,
not
did
worth
I get
it.
anything? Was there any result for mine? Because I said I got a 12.
Oh yeah, you're still fucking. Oh yeah, you still threw up because you were the cause of it. So you have guts spill onto you.
Oh, I still threw up regardless. Okay.
Yeah, the guts went. You ripped him in half. The guts went and shot into you. There was still a decent amount of pressure in his gut because he's been dead for a decent while. So the guts shot into you, hit you all over the face, and then you just hear in your head, "I'm gonna."
How's that possible?
Him throwing up in your head caused you to throw up.
What, did he fail? This snake
I
failed
love
this?
how he threw up in your head.
It's literally just a pickle. You can't throw
You're
up in
gonna
my...
You're gonna
Oh
need a
god,
janitor.
it's everywhere.
You're gonna need a janitor after that. Zed, is he here? If he's not, keep him going. I'll give him. Okay.
I see audio.
He didn't make a roll
No.
for fortitude roll.
Well,
So.
well, we're moving on. Well, if he's, I can't hear him, so we're gonna keep going. All right. So
He's
after all
puking
of
along
that,
with the rest of the group.
Nina,
Yeah.
you gonna keep pulling, or you gonna give up?
Pull for a little longer, and if it starts hurting too much, just stop and back off.
Was
Athletics
it
check.
not working or something?
Fortitude check from you, pal.
Fortitude check?
Oh, you want
No,
fortitude?
no, for him, you would still roll me. You'd roll me in athletics and add your Arcana to this as well.
Mm.
Let me grab my sheet then. Hold on.
So as this is going on, Ona is just covering his eyes.
Okay, can we get some more gentle help getting this in? If we don't get this in, it's gonna smell even worse.
So you said
Zedriel, why in the name of the Golden Ones did you? He just goes, turns Tank around, covers his ears, rip his honor in half.
I wasn't on purpose. How was I supposed to? I was. What?
He's dead.
Yeah.
I'll go over and I'll do a medicine check to check his pulse.
And last I checked, I am not even physically
Go
strong.
ahead.
And last I checked, I'm not physically strong enough to do that.
Roll me nature. Roll me a nature check. Just basic nature check.
It's a nature
so, Mike,
Yeah, for you, be nature. Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, you said athletics and arcana.
Yeah. Well, hold on, Barrett. What'd you get?
10.
10? Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's like dead.
And I thought we previously established this last time.
Like-
by the way.
So what I do is I'll pull a coin from my pocket and then I'll lift the guy's arm and then I'll drop both the coin and his arm at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then go, see? Dead.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, Mike and
No,
11.
that's not good.
11. Oh, yeah, you still puke. You still no. You're actually no. You're a little farther away from the group, so you're dry heaving right now. Just seeing a dead body burst in the guts and the fumes coming away from it. You lift up your coat. You lift up whatever cloth you have to cover your nose. The only issue is, it's just like that smell immediately hits you. You're just dry heaving in your coat right now, and you're staring at Zedriel, who just ripped the man in half.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and pick up the lower half and try to bring it to the spot.
You start dragging them away. The smell's still there, by the way.
Oh,
We're
jeez.
doing this the slow and steady route then.
You're gonna be dragging him. You're gonna be rolling me 3 fortitude checks. Nina, what's up?
You said roll athletics and add arcana, right?
Correct. What you got?
If anyone
22.
else is willing to help, then go ahead. You'll just try to find a way to get rid of the smell.
I'm following Ash to bring the top half to the.
No!
No.
You stay back. Just get rid of the smell. Ugh. I'm gonna
How?
drag it to- Think of something. I don't know. I'm not an aromatherapist.
Neither am I.
Nina just hearing the yelling, but ignoring it because she's focusing.
Nina, you kind of the yelling kind of goes away. Your ears are you kind of get a little bit of tinnitus going. You just hear a ring in your ears as you're pulling it until you hear a crack and you feel like, yes, I did. And then you look at your arm. It's out of its socket. You let go and you scream a little bit of pain, but then you pull it more and it pops out. You take a heart of damage. However, it's dislodged.
Fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Jesus! Okay, well, Ash is struggling. He's like he's gonna say, "Okay, look, can either Barrett or Rim or is that either of you? Can you guys help?"
Sorry, friend. I do not touch the dead.
Zet will walk over and help with the corpse.
Yeah, Barrett's gonna start looking through the employee handbook.
Mm-hmm.
And he just trying to figure out if there's any contingency situation.
By the way, Mike, would it be nighttime now?
It's
Outside?
morning.
It's
It's
morning.
morning. It's morning.
Okay, I'd be asking because
Logos,
of
Barrett. As you're looking through your employee handbook, you continue to look through until you get to the section of deceased. If the deceased is not found with the company, first come, first served.
I need to research that clause. I just kind of fold the page in itself like a bookmark.
Mhm.
I close.
Got it.
Nothing. Nothing in the manual. Let me help you there, buddy.
Where should I put this in my materials?
So what's my role?
You roll an athletics check, and you'd be just to pick it up after. Actually, what is your max? What's your max for carrying? As long as it's above 100, you're fine.
I already rolled it. Or my max for
Yeah, I was
carrying.
gonna say.
Lift?
Yeah, lift.
Yeah, it's 100.
Oh, you're fine.
Do you need me
Yeah.
to assist as well?
Anybody?
Well, with my athletics, my roll is a 3.
As long you struggle to pick it up, but afterwards of getting a good grip on it, you pick it up and hoist it. The smell is just fucking with you. You continue to carry it. Whoever's carrying the parts would be rolling 3 athletics checks for me. By the way, athletics.
I got a
42
6,
checks.
7,
Both
and
a
a 10.
lower
and
a half.
I'm getting help from you.
Or
Fortitude checks. Oh yeah, you most definitely, bro.
Wait, Fortitude?
Carrying part of them? Fortitude.
Okay.
I assume we're burying him in one spot, not separate. Like, what? Who would fucking bury him in half? Like, one spot here, one spot over here. I would put it back.
Dude, the smell is everywhere. It's
Yeah.
a dead fucking
Yeah,
body.
I was thinking like Ash. I was like, what are you talking about?
So my first Fortitude roll.
Never returned a body back to the earth before.
How many did you say, Mike?
3.
3. So do we just do them all at once?
Yeah, all at
You
once.
said I would
You
have
throw
to
them in the
do
bot if
3
you want to do it quick.
athletics checks.
Do fortitude checks for you, pal.
Fortitude, okay.
For athletics, Mikey got a 6, 7, and a 10.
I said
8,
14.
9, and 6. 8, 9, 6.
8, 9, 6. For the first one, you're like, oh, fuck this body. I don't get paid enough for this.
5, 8, and 5.
And I'm an owner of the company. You get to the middle section, you're okay. 6, you drop it and have to just go and get some fresh air for a second.
You said
In
roll,
terms of the Fortitude, 5, 8, 5.
5, 8, 5. For the first one, you have to just you go and you're like, I'll go help you. Don't worry, I'll go help you guys out. You grab it.
you said
On the fucking corpse, yeah.
Drop it, walk away. Middle part, you're doing decent. The last part, you go and get some air with Barrett. You can't. You just need to breathe something else besides stench. Ash, what'd you get?
I got 6, 7, and 10.
6, 7, 10. It's like oh, for the Seadriel, I don't pay you at all. But why in the name of everything that costs anything did you rip a man in half? Continues
I
walking.
didn't do it on purpose.
In his head.
In my head.
Oh, okay.
7.
Okay.
Middle section. Oh, I can't. I need to get this moving so we can go and make our money. 10. As you see everybody going to take a break, you just continue just to drag the legs, just like I don't even smell anything anymore, but I'm gonna keep going.
It's just Spike. I'm being fueled by Spike to get this freaking body in.
3 fortitude, right? 3
fortitude, yes.
Okay.
I mean, at least it's not a 1. A 1, you probably rip the leg off.
That
And
is...
then
think this body needs to be in any more parts.
Jesus
And he ripped it
Christ.
off. Considering he got a crit and ripped it off, I'm wondering.
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
An 11 and a crit. So you,
Okay, fucking fish, his shit just fall off.
you basically his torso from like his midsection. If you were to grab where his guts are, his spine is severed right there. So you just kind of cleanly ripped him from where his like intestines and everything is spilling out, and a little bit of like a pus ball went and shot Centrio in the face.
Oh God!
That's why he's
Disgusting.
up.
So after successfully dislodging the stone, Nina would gather it and then start slowly making her way back after. Ow! Ow!
Okay. All right. 13, 12, 13.
Okay. You go and you begin to drag it. You're like, oh, I hate this. Guts. Oh, I hate this. 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 And you just keep having that play throughout your head as you're continually dragging it away. And in your head, he just goes, for the love of everything, move faster. I can't deal with the smell. And he just,
He pukes again in his head.
after a little bit, maybe like, it would have taken maybe 30 minutes to do. It took like 40 due to everybody having to take breaks because God. But you're able to get it over there. Ona and Tank have already begun digging a hole just to put him under the tree. And as soon as Ona sees everybody coming, just says, "Tank, buddy, can you go fetch me something to go fetch us something to go eat? We're kind of hungry this morning." Tank gives a little bark and runs off. He looks over again. I would say he brought him in one piece, but
Don't comment any further about this.
oh, I know I will.
And I will on your review.
We just got a new friend, and you rip him in half?
Again! Not on purpose!
I don't think he's a friend.
I think he's dead.
Well, this would
You don't kill your friends.
wait. But our little friend who just ran off, that was his owner before. Respect the dead.
Let's just try to get him in and then cover him up before Tank gets back.
Go put him in, like arrange him the best you can, like jigsawing his body in.
That was a very morbid puzzle.
Would Nina have finally reached the group at this point?
Oh, you'd be following the smell.
It's like, what in God's names is that fucking smell?
I
And why
pointed
are
to
you yelling?
I just pointed to you.
Look at Zedrio.
Or sorry, Zedrio.
What the hell happened to you?
Dead body.
Apparently, I don't know my own strength. Apparently.
The corpse of Tank's owner got ripped in half by Zedriel.
She goes to move the arm, then just no, not that arm. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that, and then she just flies over here to Rim and sits on their shoulder. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Why are you in pain?
Dislocated arm. By the way, on the way here, I would have ended concentration on Titan strength.
Perfectly fine. You're magically back by now. 30 minutes.
Cool. Then, once she lands, just gonna burn some fairy's light herself a little.
Fairies like to numb the pain in, and then Icarus watching this flies over. It shouldn't hurt that bad. And he goes and pops your arm back into itself. Luckily, Fairies like did numb the pain enough, but it still hurts.
The good news is I got something for material at least.
Icarus, just for future notice, when we're about to reset someone's arm, we usually ask for permission first.
No. It's fun. I don't think I could have done that on my own. And no offense, I don't want any of you big people trying to reset it.
See?
That's fair. We'd probably
To be
just break
fair,
the arm.
Icarus isn't really good at
Look at Icarus. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry, what'd you say, Barrett?
I said, and just so you know, Icarus isn't really good about asking permission.
I can't really fight that. I'm just gonna go.
Thank you.
No problem. He just goes and just flies, and he just goes and flies into Rim's pocket. He just goes and flies into Rim's pocket and waits.
Yeah, that's gonna be sore for a bit, but it's better at least. It works.
After a short time of jigsawing the man in and burying him, let's see, what would Tank come back with?
Can I put the flowers on top or no?
You can try and like rebury the flowers, like create a little burial ground the best you can. And Ona goes to start gathering rocks to stack them up the highest you can.
Can I see if there's any pond of water?
A bottle, like a pond of water.
I don't know, just any lakes, possibly.
Oh, what, the
running
river?
water. Yeah, running river too.
Roll me a perception check.
Okie doke.
You can, let's see. Tank would come back.
That's together 7. 9.
Okay, you look around to hear something. You don't really hear any running water right now. So it's probably if you had to guess, if you could even gauge where a body of water is, it'd probably be blocked out by the trees. The sound would be dampened too much to be able to hear it.
Mm. Okay. Don't know where it is. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any? No, probably not. Wouldn't really count. Never mind.
What are we trying to do?
I was gonna ask if I had like any form of handkerchiefs on me.
Handkerchief? You have cloth if you want to rip a piece of your clothing off. That's on you.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
You can rip some of your clothing off if you have what like cloth lying around. Other than that, I don't think you have any handkerchiefs per se.
Okay.
Let's say Ona goes and stacks some rocks to create a little gravestone. He just goes and just closes his eyes and just kneels in front of it for a second. I'll take care of Tank. Don't worry. Takes his bag, throws it over his shoulder. Oh, can't mourn the dead all day. Come on, let's get going.
I'm just thinking to I just think to myself, he sure is quick to bounce back. Just thinking to myself,
we're burning daylight. Come on. And he starts walking ahead a little bit.
Carry one of these limbs, and then maybe I'll listen.
Hey, Snake, did you secretly augment my strength? Like, since you possessed me, or some shit?
What the hell are you talking about?
How? No, how is it even possible for me to rip a person in half, let alone a dead man?
If I had to gauge, he rolls a nature check. Okay, if I had to gauge, he's been dead for over a couple weeks. Bodies become weak over time.
Jeez.
If he's out laying in a cave, we don't know what he's been going through. I don't know. Maybe next time, don't manhandle the dead.
Wasn't
You weren't trying, but you did.
Whatever.
God. Okay. Well, since Ona walked up, I'm gonna assume that that's all you do. All Hylians do for burial rituals. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it and try to get everything moving.
Okay. You already packed up before you went and picked up the bunk, just covering the best you can so you don't get anything on your cooking pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you. Cool.
And if I still have the smell on me, I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna go to on the way out. I'm gonna try and just try and roll the smell off in the dirt or something.
Okay. If that's the case, roll me a
like in the grass or something.
No, I get you. Just really basic performance check.
I'm doing stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, stop, drop,
How
and
well
roll.
do you stop, drop, and roll?
It is a skill. I mean, it's not.
Well, I got a freaking 11. How's that?
That's good. You rub enough. You just get a lot of the bits off. You smell like how
Here?
you smell like how a dog would if it was out in the sun for a day. So it's not bad, but it's not dead body bad.
It's better than before.
Can I try wiping some
So
stuff
you're
off
gonna
too?
need a shower.
I think we're all gonna need a shower after this run.
Sorry, what'd you say, Zed? Z, what'd you say?
Uh,
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can I wipe some of this off of me too? Still.
Sure, roll a performance.
Okie doke. Okay, there you are.
Barry, I'm guessing you're doing the same, or you're just rocking that smell.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So would I roll for that too?
If you want.
Performance then, I guess.
Yeah.
I
You
got.
said?
I rolled.
By
a
the way,
5.
as we're doing this, who's going to be taking the lead?
I rolled a 5 and a 6, so 12.
I'll take the lead if Ona isn't, since
Wait, you're still carrying them?
I started leaving.
No, I'm saying
Unless
get
someone
this.
else wants to.
Cool, got it.
No, I'm
Thank
saying they already buried the body. They already got that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying they're getting the smell off. So I'm saying you're trying to get it off too. Because you did carry a part of that body.
How?
Rubbing dirt on you, trying to just like
6.
mask it.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably do.
Roll me a performance then. 6. You smell like dirt, Zed.
I rolled a
Which
6
isn't
and
bad.
I rolled a 6 and a 5. Or
Did you
that's
say
for Zed.
performance?
Still smells better.
Performance, yes.
That's for Zed.
Smells better.
Right.
Hey, it smells better. You just smell like dirt, which isn't bad. It's a bad smell, but it's not as bad as dead body. Zed, you smell like
Zed.
fresh cut grass. Zed. Performance, yes. You smell like fresh cut grass, which isn't bad if you don't. Which is good if you don't have asthma.
Hold on. I don't have a performance stat. Is it the perform?
You perform.
Okay.
It's
4.
perform. Yeah. We'll perform.
I got a 4.
So, in other words, I just.
You smell like dirt and rocks. Nostalgic. I don't know why, but nostalgic.
Dirt and rocks? Jesus. Somebody grew up in the fucking building.
Because you don't smell like shit.
You know?
Yeah, that's the nostalgia. It's oddly nostalgic for some reason. But moving on. Okay, so as you guys are making your way through, Ash, since you're taking the lead, D100 for me, pal.
Alright.
How's a 49?
49. Okay.
Excuse me.
As you continue to make your way through, nothing of avail happens.
Well, that's a first.
You look up. I think there's some clouds rolling in. Other than that, that's it. We'll make another one.
$72.
22.
72.
72. As you're making your way through, roll me a perception check. And the two tall people, Rim and Barrett, roll me perception checks as well. I almost called you Logos again. Fuck.
The two tall people.
Fuck, I'm rolling garbage tonight.
What'd you get?
8.
6. Spot a bird or two in the trees. 8. You spot a couple of rats roaming the ground. Rim, what'd you get?
Let me roll. You talked to me while I was Mod Podging laces.
Fine. Roll perception, Nate.
You said rats?
A couple of rats roaming the ground.
Do you know all rats or just some rats?
Just some.
Just checking.
Does that translate to? All of us don't look the same.
I'm sorry, what?
Nina was listening to the rats.
Yeah, fairies can understand rats. Basically, any creature they can understand them if they choose to be understood. If they allow them to understand them. There.
Yeah.
Rim, what'd you get for a perception check?
10.
10. Spot a fox, maybe about 100 feet out. Currently eating in a little bush.
Fox in a bush. Are we doing anything about it, or are we just continuing on with our day like normal people?
I don't give a fuck.
Alright.
Thank you for that one.
Seconded.
Foxes are cute. Leave it alone.
So really mean alone specifically
You can only do
because it's
something if
cute. I see how it is.
What was that?
Nothing. Moving on.
Just mumble the whole way through. Okay, you're gonna keep walking then. As you begin to make your way through, the bird begins to slowly fly away, just circle above, and the fox in front of you looks over to you, goes wide-eyed for a second, and begins to dash off into the woods.
Aw.
Well, poor guy. Girl. Whichever one that is. Ah. Poor fox. Let's simplify it there.
Okay. If you and that's that. That's that encounter. Another one for me, mate.
Okay. I'm guessing it's getting in the afternoon now or evening?
That afternoon.
That's not a D100. 84.
84. Huh. So,
Oh boy.
can the two tall people roll me another perception check for me?
Do you tell people or me too?
No, just two tall people. Actually, you would roll me an Arcana check.
You want me to roll an Arcana check?
Are we still
Yes.
rolling the perception checks?
Yeah, you two roll perception. He rolls Arcana.
Still fuck.
Oh boy, this is gonna be great.
I'm rolling shit tonight. That's another 4.
That's an 8.
Not really paying attention right now. Just kind of. You've been looking through the clause in the employee manual. And just
Just say I'm lost in my nostalgia of the smell that I just created.
okay.
Reminds me of my childhood, in the barrows.
God damn it.
Don't ask me what those are. I don't know.
I thought that was a joke on the name Barrett, but okay.
No, it's an actual place. Like it's. I only know about it because they name places the barrows and don't know what the fuck that is.
I'll look into it. But yeah, just thinking about your past and the barrows, dirt, rocks. Yeah, it's weird. Rim, what'd you get?
Cheese,
Cheese, rocks. Ugh.
sour cream.
Oh god. Ugh.
You don't like sour cream? Man? Fuck.
If it's left out in the sun.
Oh,
What'd you get, man? For a perception check. Is Logan here?
Sorry, what? I spaced out.
perception.
It's fine. Give me a perception check, mate.
Sorry, long day.
Yeah, it's alright. It happens.
You did lightsaber French.
7. My rolls reflect my current mood, and no, I had worrying about Harrison, who was in pain all day on our shift.
Mm.
Oh, is he okay?
Is he good?
Yeah, I think so. He said mainly it was a headache, but I'm the person who will mother you if you are in any slight light type of pain.
I just say walk it off, but okay.
Yeah, I'd probably be like, stop being a bitch.
I've known Harrison for 7 years. If I do not parent him, it is a sad day.
True. Speaking of sad day, can everybody roll me an agility check for me real quick?
Oh, sad day.
Oh, geez.
Let's go.
What are you talking about sad days? Y'all get in a fight.
All right, agility. Yeah, yeah. Agility.
The
Okay.
underworld's dual ones.
Okay, Kokata, calm down.
By the way, Nina, you get advantage.
Oh, cool.
16.
Ooh, I got 11.
I got a 15, not bad.
7.
Alright, the first one was 10, second is 13. I'll take it.
Okay, so just checking real quick. Nina, you'd be resting on Rim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you begin to fly up just so ever slightly, the only person to fail this would be Rim.
Oh, shit!
As everybody's standing here, you just see, get out of the way! Move! Get out of my fucking way! You turn around to see a cart with a rogue horse sprinting towards the rest of you. Currently, everybody else bails out the way. Nina, you slowly begin to fly up, and as you look down, you see Rim just a little bit lost in their thoughts as they see this horse coming to them. What do you do? Rim, what are you doing? You still get one thing to do before that horse hits you.
Fuck.
You just can't dodge it. Nina, you can continue to go up, or you can go in, or you can assist them, because you are literally on their person.
Well, do the only thing I can think of. What the fuck?
You've got
Titan strength and try to pull them out of the way.
You've got 25 minutes. You've got until 25 to decide what you want to do.
So yeah, I'm Titan strength and trying to pull them out of the way.
Roll me an athletics.
Imagine Nina just looking down at Rim, who's lost in thought, and just going, "God damn it, you fucking dumbass."
Roll me an athletics check, pal.
That is 17.
17. You go and you grab Rim, and you begin to hoist her up as quickly as you can. You look over. It doesn't look like it's gonna be quick enough, though. Remember, Rim's a tall motherfucker, so even if you pulled them up as quickly as you could, you just look. That horse is about to collide with Rim's knees. Rim, what are you doing?
But could I like open my legs so that way like
Nope.
it goes between them, and if I get dropped on the horse's back.
Okay. Roll me another agility check then.
$11.
11. You go and you lift your legs and you open them as wide as you can, and you just see the horse whipping his head to the left collides with one of your legs. Nina, even with your athletic score, it begins, that force hitting you begins to send you like a pendulum, chucking Rim maybe like a good 5 feet to the right. Rim, you take a half a heart of damage from that. However, you grab onto the other side of it with your leg, wrap onto it, and because of pit-ups, you pull yourself up, go, and you're on the back of the horse right now. What are you doing?
I'm trying to calm it down.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, roll me a nature and civilization. Actually, no, never mind. Roll me influence and nature. There we go. The rest of you, however, after you dodge out, you see the cart still coming, full speed.
Ooh, geez. That's not good.
Rolled the 10.
Get out of my way! Get out of my fucking way! That's a what?
10.
10? The horse seems to still be wiling out of control, but you're just trying to guide him from colliding into trees and rushing down the road. It's kind of throwing you off a little bit. Think you, if you were any smaller, you'd be getting flung on the back of the horse, literally just by holding onto it with your hand, but you're able to grip it with your legs tight enough to keep, just trying to keep this motherfucker at bay. As you're going and everybody else is looking, there's another dude currently walking down the road.
There's just a dude just calmly walking, just like, this is normal.
He's got his back turned to you right now.
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't know.
I'm just gonna scream like, buddy, watch the fuck out!
Walking.
He has his AirPods on. Oh no!
Okay,
Rim's just gonna scream at the top of his lungs, move.
If that's the
Is
case,
the cart being pulled by the horse still, or has it gone into detached at this point?
there's currently 5 horses pulling it. There's one seem to be missing from the reins. Roll me intimidation.
One that I'm on.
Can you roll me intimidation?
Me? Okay. That's something I'm good at.
All right, is anybody else going to be doing anything right now? You're currently standing on the sidelines. The cart will be passing by you in the next 2 minutes. What are you doing?
That's a 9.
That's a 9. As you're screaming this, maybe it's the wind, maybe it's the trees, but he doesn't seem to be turning around. He's still just calmly walking.
Oh my god. Can I try to push the horse so that it steers away from the guy?
You can try. Anybody else doing anything with the cart going by you right now?
So wait, the
like,
horse is running into the dude, or what?
There's 5 carts. There's 5 horses on connected to one cart that is about 15 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and it's currently being dragged by you right now at full speed. That it was with the man yelling, "Get out of the way! Get out of the fucking way!" What are you going to be doing? Anything to try and stop the cart? Or
I think I can stop one cart.
Can I actually try to get on the cart?
Oh my
Try.
god.
you can try. Roll me.
I don't think I'm physically capable
That'd be
enough to do
athletics?
anything here.
Agility.
I have an idea, but I'm
Okay.
gonna let everyone else talk first.
Go ahead. If you're trying to jump on the cart, go ahead. Ash, what are you doing?
I want to fire a
A
non-lethal.
6.
I want to fire a non-lethal pinning shot on one of the horses in the middle. I'm gonna try and get him to fall over and stop.
That is
Okay.
a horrible idea.
Okay, that's what you're
Can
gonna
you
do.
explain that
Roll
to
me.
me then, please?
Roll me a nature check then. Roll me a nature check to see if you can. Yeah, roll me a nature check to see if you can discern it's non-lethal.
Excuse me?
Yeah, to find a non-lethal pot on the horse to not like cripple it for the rest of its life.
Yeah. Well, 6
Did you
was my
can-
roll, by the way.
6. You jump over towards. You begin to make a running jump. You jump towards the cart. Just collides right with you, full fucking speed. Fumble, 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 fumble. You lost a heart.
Okay. But was
4
that
hit
loud
points.
enough for the guy to hear?
Yeah, he heard it. He's still yelling, "What the fuck are you doing, you imbeciles? Get out of my fucking way!"
No, was it loud enough for the guy in front that's just walking to hear?
Oh no,
The
he's still
thud.
just walking. No, he's still just walking.
He's screwed.
A 9. Ash, you begin to discern. You've never really dissected a horse before. You're not a medical professional, so as you continue to go, you load a bolt into your crossbow and you go, well, above the knee should be fine. I'll shoot it right in the upper thigh. Knock it. The horse gets hit with the whinny. It goes and begins to fall and crumple to the ground and gets trampled by the other horses. Dragging the other horses to the ground, you cause the 2 on the left to go and crumble to the ground as well as you're cracking bones, blood gushing out everywhere. The 2 on the right begin to crash to the right, and you see them go and sprint off into the forest. And now the man is left there. Who's left there as he got launched about maybe 15 feet forward, and he goes. He's gonna make an athletics check. Hold on.
Before he's dead.
I told
Okay,
you
that's
it was a horrible idea.
That's a 12. So he goes and he hits the ground with a roll. He hits the ground with a roll. Not a very impressive roll, but he's able to lower them. He's able to spread out the momentum as much as he can before he hits the ground. Meaning he takes about 2 hearts of damage. So it's fine. Okay, Rim, we're cutting back to you. What are you doing?
I'm trying to steer the horse away while screaming, "Move, fucker!"
You could steer the horse. Roll the same roll as before. It would be influence and nature.
You mean intimidation in nature?
No. You're trying to steer the horse. You're trying to scare the horse into listening to you now. You can if you want.
No, they were trying to scream at the person
8.
while doing this.
They did that before, but that didn't work. 8. As you continue trying to steer the horse, it's getting a little bit more wildly, and now you kind of have to grip as tight as you can. Left, right. It's running. At this point, it's weaving in and out of the man. You can hope it doesn't hit him, but that's for the horse. That's for the horse now. Unless you can genuinely stop this horse from pulling, it's going to be kind of hard to do this.
All right, you know what? From now on, I'm just holding on.
Okay. So as you continue to go left, right, the horse will go. Okay, so the horse is going this way. All right, it's going to go and collide with the man, not all the way in his back, on his side. So it's going to crash into him on his side. He's going, Let me get the voice right. 1 second.
Oh no! I know what this character is now.
Oh boy.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
No!
Kimi sunshine.
I know it!
Rim, you're yelling, "What the fuck out!" Huh? And he gets launched about maybe 10 feet into a tree nearby, crashes his back into it, and he just goes limp.
You fucking
As the horse crashes into him, you see the horse begin to slow down very quickly before it slows to a trot. Begins to shake a little bit, spittle and everything coming out of its mouth. Falls to the ground on your side. As it begins to fall, you kick off of it very quickly, looking over it. It's got a dent in its head.
Oh no!
That's that
What
encounter
the
done.
fuck?
I think that's that encounter done. So what are you guys doing?
Curious how
Really?
fucking ran over
That's the
my
encounter.
horse!
I'm just fucking speechless with what I just witnessed. It's like
Nina's going behind a tree. She can't watch anymore.
Ash is like fucking one-upped me with the. He caused a whole fucking ass incident.
Because a fucking pile up! Momentum is a bitch! We learned this last campaign!
Atrocity.
Ash
Well,
literally one-upped me.
I guess that's one way to build a kill count.
I'd
Well,
say he
Ash
has a
is
running
going to-
riot. I say he has a running riot, but this is ridiculous.
Well, Ash is gonna go into crippling debt.
So, like I said, what are you guys doing?
Good.
And Barrett, since you've been standing on the sidelines a little bit, roll me a perception check for me, pal.
Okay.
But again, what else you guys doing?
5.
I'm just gonna try and see if any of the horses are alive and try to help them. Maybe
Look over to the pilot. Look over to the side that you shot. You just see horse venisons and legs and hooves sticking out, and you see crashed horses. Some of them just like slightly breathing, just like slightly breathing, even though like a lot of their parts are broken. You look over to the right side. 2 of the horses seem to be injured, but they seem to be slightly okay.
try and heal the one that looks like they were having trouble breathing.
So you get to remove all the other horses first off. It's gonna take a while.
What happened to the people that were in those?
The dude.
I'm worried about the horses. I feel like I personally did that. I have to worry about them.
Nina's gonna make her way over to where in the direction Rim went to go check on them.
Yeah, Ariak will get, Zed will get up and go to the cart as well.
Just dust yourself off. Gets
Yup.
up. You going in the cart or just going to the cart?
Not going in the cart, going to the cart.
Okay. As you go to the cart, Zed, you look and see there's a lady and a child in there.
I was surprised.
The lady.
Zed will
is
go
out.
over to them and ask them how they are.
You open the door. Lady's out cold. Daughter's crying.
Ugh.
Zed will immediately try to calm down the child.
What do you say? Currently, it's a little blonde girl. Tears going down her eyes. Just spittle and snot coming out of her nose. Just like looking over to you, just scared, just hugging her mom.
It'll be okay. The cart has stopped.
Roll me a influence.
Okay, let me just double check what my influence. Okay, cool. I see what it is.
Cool.
All right, let me just roll.
I think this music is fitting, by the way.
Yeah, that's fitting for a runaway cart.
Yeah.
5.
Twas.
So,
Should
as you
probably
say
be
it to this little
crying.
girl, the girl immediately looking over to you just starts to slowly beginning hyperventilating. Just slowly hyperventilating. She starts digging in her, she starts just like tugging her mom tighter and just like tapping the back of her until she slowly pulls out a knife and just holds it in her holds it in her hands because it's a lot bigger than her hands, just holding it towards you. Just her hands shaking.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up at this point and go.
Okay.
Yup.
Wait.
Child with a knife.
We don't mean you any
Yeah.
harm.
Mm-hmm.
Please put the weapon away. We're not here to hurt you.
Influence. I'm letting you know the DC will be higher due to the fact that she's terrified now.
Well, it's fine because my influence is 5 and I rolled a 6 and a 4, so that's. And I hope that's enough.
15. She starts to slowly put the knife away, and like you see her breathing calm, but she's still very apprehensive. And she just says under her breath, "If you're not here to hurt, help my mom, please." And you just look, and you just look over to her, Barrett, and from since you're a little taller than everybody else, you can just see there's currently blood just leaking down the back of her head.
Okay.
With us and coming across dead bodies.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any medical
Zet
skills.
Zet will immediately check the cart for any type of medical supplies.
Okay, roll me perception. We're gonna cut over to Rim, by the way. Rim, at this moment, you're currently off the horse, and you're looking at the man who just got his shit rocked. He's currently inside of the tree.
Fuck.
Is there anything you're gonna do? Or you're gonna start walking back to the group?
I'm gonna walk over to him and be like, "You alive?"
And tap him on the shoulder. He's
9.
Who are you? Where am I? What's going on?
So I was on the horse that's collapsed over there. It was a runaway horse. The horse collided into you, even though I was screaming at you to move. And now you're in a tree.
Right. Yeah. Totally remember that. Oh, he just like slowly gets up. You hear crack, 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 just as he's getting up. His bones just currently cracking. Oh. Right. So, a horse hit me. Where'd the horse come from, Nani? And he looks over to the cart. Shit. And he just runs off towards the cart. Shake a leg, tall girl, let's go! And he just runs off. Yeah, he did.
Guy? I'm just gonna follow him after saying that. Though.
Well, come on, man, let's go! And he just continues running. Rim, Nina, after seeing this, you see 2 individuals currently sprinting towards the cart now. It's gonna take you guys about 30-40 seconds to get there, even at top speed, because you did ride a horse away from the cart.
Ash,
what do you
ride the horse? I was dragged by a horse.
Dragged by a horse. Rode, drag, same thing. It's just riding without the style. Moving on. Ash, are you doing anything currently?
I'm trying to like fix what's in front of me right now. Just try to see if I can save any of the horses' lives. And if I see if I see the cart ride, I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for him.
He's fine, mind you. He hit the ground with a roll, but he's currently laying on the ground, just like fuck. He's not getting up for a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna wait for him while I'm tending to those horses.
Yeah, think the Family Guy thing with his knee. Just like he's holding like his everything though. He's just holding his everything though. But continuing, Continuing, you're gonna be healing up the horses. The horses that didn't get crumpled seem to be somewhat fine. If you're gonna heal the horse on the bottom, as you begin to like just drag pieces of the horses up and out, you begin to look more and more. That horse has a leg through its torso. Even with Fairy's Light, you don't have enough healing to heal that.
Right, I'm gonna try and help the ones that I can then instead.
The other two seem decent even on their own.
Then try to heal and make it so that the passing is as painless as possible.
Go ahead. How much magic are you gonna burn for that?
Let's see, I've got Fairy's Light cost.
Okay.
So let's try 2 doses.
Sure, 2 doses. It numbs the pain enough to where the horse, its breathing calms down and it slowly closes its eyes, and you feel its last breath come out of it. Gone.
Okay.
I'm
Logo, Barrett and Zed, you're on deck.
Okay,
Wait.
I rolled a 9 by
No,
the
no,
way.
you're on deck. Ash, continue. You're up
I
next.
Okay.
want to try to. Okay, how much do I know about like the relation of like nature and the world and stuff? Like the passing of life and all that. It's kind of a spiritual thing, I know, but help me with this.
Roll me civilization.
Or anything I would know from like nature living in like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, roll me civilization because you're kind of in a panic state right now, just trying to recall information like that.
13.
13. You know, once an animal passes, you say a few words to let its soul pass on to return to the cycle of nature itself. Whatever it becomes, it'll probably become better than anything it is now, as long as either you use its parts or return its parts to the earth.
Okay. Ash is like calming down and saying, "Okay, come on. What did Great Father always say? When your life pass on to a better, brighter, and future world, and the gods and goddesses see your soul smoothly move on to the next life and to a better and brighter possibility. From the bottom of my wooden heart, I hope this goes. I hope you pass smoothly." I say as I'm holding on my hands to try to ease the pain as possible. And I apologize for it. And I ask that the horse god give him a smooth sailing, and I offer my deepest apologies.
Okay. All right. I'll note that for later. All right. So people who are on deck: Logos, and Flop, Barrett, and Zed.
See, by the way, I know my mic's not the best right now.
No, it's all right. I know you're panicked.
Well,
I know
you
you're
do
kind of
remember
panicked.
what Zet was doing. He was looking for medical supplies.
I remember. What'd you get?
9.
In your panic state, as you begin to go and like just ransack the cart the best you can, you find some leftover clothes, leftover clothing, some bottled waters, some rations that have been laid out, candies. No medical supplies,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Well, using at least the cloth, tearing off a part of it, and using it to clean the wound.
Okay. Barrett, you doing anything?
I'm gonna try to comfort the kid. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, your mom's okay. I got my friend right here taking care of her. So how's everything?
How bad is the injury on the mom?
Happy?
Pretty fucking bad.
Happy? Good? Yeah.
Hey, can you roll me a guile check for me, Logos? You're comforting the kid.
That's 15.
15? Even though you're lying to this kid right now, because with your lack of medical knowledge right now, it is tough to even say this kid's gonna be fine. Well, she's looking at you and the breathing's calming down, she's putting the knife down, she's just worried. Really fucking worried. She's like, yeah, my mom will pull through. Mama and Papa always told me that they'll pull through. And she looks over it. She looks outside the cart. She begins to try and look out the cart. My bad. There you go. She's not gonna push past you. Are you gonna let her look out the cart?
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna guide her face to look at my face and go like, look, it's all good in here. You don't want to look out there. Kind of put out there. In here, it's great. Look, you got a little place to sit. Sitting down, yeah. Good, right? See?
Can I at
Roll
least
me another
stem the
guile check
bleeding
for me,
with
please.
with the cloth?
I haven't described the injury to you yet, but once
12.
Lucas 12, she's like, okay, can you just bring my papa here? He was the one who was driving the cart. If you have friends outside, try to get him over here.
Oh yeah, the corpse guy. Yeah,
What?
What? No.
Her father is dead.
You're not there yet. You're not there yet. Only people
I know
who are
I'm
there.
not there yet, but like out of character. What the fuck?
Hey, what are you talking about?
There's
The guy driving the cart.
Yeah, it's the guy driving the cart. He's okay.
No. She just questions to you. The corpse?
Corpse? What corpse? Who said corpse? Nobody said corpse. I ain't no corpse. Where's the corpse?
Guile check. One more guile check for me, pal.
Please be high. Please be high.
11.
She's starting to get a little apprehensive, but she's believing you for now.
Okay. Cool. Where we at with them bandages?
Currently, Zed, as you're currently going and trying to bandage her, you go and you slowly go to the back of her head. She's still breathing ever so slightly. The only problem is, as you look, you see bone matter spatter against the back of the wall, and you can see her brain currently in the back of her head. And you see blood just gushing out every couple seconds, just every couple parts of a second.
In my mind, I just imagined him putting a finger to the brain and just let me put that back in there.
She's just shoving the gray matter back in.
Oh.
No, that's not good. Do you think you can get any of the others? Logos. We need them.
Logo.
The turtle? He's doing the same thing.
I did it too, yes.
Let's go.
Well, I think the others. I mean, the people over there. Wait, which other?
Currently, there's just Zed standing around.
Seed.
In Zed standing around in shock.
Understandable.
Zed.
What?
Zed.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking do something.
Right. So I'm gonna go help see the guy, the driver, right? He said he's. Do I see him? I assume.
Yeah, he's currently
Time.
face down in the dirt.
You were saying I crashed.
That guy's currently laying face down in the dirt. Zed, are you just trying to just wrap it up the best you can?
Wrapping it up the best I can to at least try to stop the bleeding somewhat, and then try to get the others immediately.
Okay, roll me a mechanics check then.
Okay.
Mechanics and nature. There you go.
So roll one of each, I'm guessing?
No. Roll 2d6, add your mechanics and your nature.
Okay.
I didn't think this would be happening in this encounter, but okay.
Well, I didn't expect someone to shoot the horse.
No, I'm not mad with that. I'm just wondering, okay, so now we're the Highland
12.
trauma unit.
I really set the tone for this today's session, huh?
Would a 12 stop it somewhat?
You couldn't stop the bleeding, unfortunately, but you could stave off any infection currently. If you had anything like soap, alcohol, or anything, you'd be able to stop the infection more. But any foreign bodies getting into her brain, you can at least stop that.
Logos. God damn it! I'm still messing up the name on that. Yeah.
Barrett.
Barrett, could you see if there's any alcohol in the cart?
Kind of busy. And I point to the kid that looks traumatized as fuck.
Well, then Zet will immediately see if he can find the group or find alcohol. Basically,
I'm
frantically
nearby.
go outside and look for it.
Well, like call for help or something?
Call
We'll
for
be
help
doing-
and basically look for it at the same time.
Okay,
So
you'll be
do both.
doing that. You'll be doing that. We're gonna cut over to Rim and Rim, Zed, and Sprinting Man, and Nina.
And Nina, she's flying over too.
Nina, you be seeing this. You're going, oh, so that's just gonna be coming back, and you just
Oh,
you
they're
just fly
coming back.
to the cart.
Okay, just change direction to the cart. I have dropped concentration on Titan strength, of course.
That's gonna, unfortunately, if you burned everything in there, it's gonna be a little. It's gonna take a while for all that to come back.
Yeah, I know.
So continuing. Zedriel, after you finally go over and check on the man who's down, Rim and the Sprinting Man will be running up. Rim and the Sprinting Man and Nina will be running up right now. Currently, walk over to the man. You see the man on the ground. What do you do, Zedriel?
You say he's like face planted?
Face down on the ground. He's got one hand like under him, just like holding his chest for a second.
Okay, let's see. Hey, what's wrong?
What?
Show me what's. I was like, I'm just being more careful with him. Like, I'm not gonna.
Rip his arms off.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
No. Your last resort last time.
All he's doing right now is just he's got his head to the side. He's just
Very gingerly.
and he's currently just breathing like that for right now.
Okay. Let's see. Do I see the others coming back? Or the two?
They're gonna take maybe another 10-15 seconds to get there, but you can still do something before they get there.
Okay. Let's see. Since Barrett called out to me, did I see what Zed was doing? Or...
You weren't able to look in the cart. Barrett's
Oh.
a tall motherfucker. He was blocking the door.
Okay.
Remember, he's 7 feet fucking tall.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay. Is Ash still nearby?
He's currently he's currently doing something with the horses. You can't really see it.
Okay.
You got another minute.
I'm gonna go to Ash.
Okay. You get up and you start making your way over to Ash. Rim, Nina, you rush up on the man who's currently face down in the dirt. What do you do?
Grim, is there anything you have that you can use to help him? I'm kind of spent right now.
Rim is kind of just looking lost and going, I wasn't trained for this.
Well, it's neither was I, so hey, good time to learn, right?
Okay. He's gonna walk over and like pick up the guy's head so it's not on the floor and just be like, what do you do?
Just breathing.
Is he supposed to be breathing like that? Because that does not sound normal.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good at all. What would I have to roll to see if I could tell what was wrong based off what we know?
The breathing. Okay, so we're gonna bring out the fabled question. Do you know Hylian anatomy?
Dang it.
Fucking. Oh, fuck. Shut it. Dropping everything right now. Ow! You say that, my alarm goes off, I go to turn that off, my DS falls on my fucking toe!
Highly anatomy.
I can't believe the world was hit by that trauma. Jesus.
Jesus.
Fucking Minerva just popped in and was like, cat on the table, fuck you. Let's see.
Answer the question. Do you know highly anatomy or not?
Who is that directed on?
Is there a Hylian in the building?
I mean, it can't be too much different from
Well, to be
Fairy.
fair, Zet isn't there.
That could happen.
Okay, so roll me just a basic 2d6. And Rim, can you roll me one as well?
Is there a Hylian in the building?
I
That
mean,
is,
technically there
10.
is, but Zed is predisposed.
And Rim, can you roll me 2d6?
7.
7. Okay, so Rim, as you're currently just pondering, I wasn't trained for this. What do I do? What do I do? Icarus comes out of your pocket.
Fuck.
I read about this. I know what to do. I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this.
He just glows a little brighter. Right. Context, situation. Right. Dire and Nina going through. If you had to guess, maybe there's something wrong with his upper diaphragm. Maybe. You can't really tell.
Hylians have an upper diaphragm?
Upper diaphragm. I remember, they don't know Hylian anatomy. They don't know how to describe it in their head. It's like upper diaphragm, lower diaphragm, the fram, something like that.
Generally, yes, it's good.
He not breathing good.
How do we fix?
Yeah, something wrong the upper section? I don't know.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to perform, I don't know, a surgery or something? Last person who did a surgery on me is not here.
Don't worry. I know what's wrong with him. I think you see little Icarus go and like land on his back, and you yep, I was right. He's got a broken rib.
Fucking.
Once again,
That's
that
the
makes
word.
outfit.
So we have two real ways he doesn't move for a while, or we can heal him with magic. Unfortunately, I'm not as proficient as I should be right now. I can rely on Disney to try and help her.
I love to.
Think it was Ash?
Wait, Ash? Wait.
He was doing
Where
something.
is Ash right now?
Currently with Z-Trio, so we'll cut over to them right now. Currently, Ash, you're still currently praying to the horses, just getting everything out that you can. Science flaring a little bit. And by a little, I mean a lot. But besides that, you continue going, and then you hear somebody rushing up to you on your left.
Ash.
I'm continuing, and I'm continuing to try to finish this up. It's not going to take long, right?
Another 20 seconds. If you're speed running it now, like another 10 seconds.
Alright, I'm going to finish this.
Did you say that in character? Or
I think he's still going.
he's still going?
You're rushing up to him, he's still muttering.
Okay, he's probably praying. Please hurry.
Horses from the bottom, thank you above all. And from the bottom of my heart, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. And I hope that everything will be okay, blah, 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 blah.
You feel me on your back right now. It's like it's getting closer.
In nomine Patre, Filii.
Finish.
Okay, Ash.
What?
Guy, driver, something wrong with breathing. Breathing weird.
Okay, show me. And I just hold my hand out.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear that.
Grab me!
Grabs Ash and brings him.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
I said I grabbed Ash and brought him back to the guy.
Okay, so currently we have. Okay, so then after your guys' little scene of figuring out, yes, his ribs are broken, those two would come up. What are you doing?
Okay, what's going on? What's going on?
Apparently,
Magic fix lung.
I believe Icarus said rib broken.
I think he has a broken rib, yes.
Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but okay, where am I? We need to get it fixed?
Eye lung.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Icarus just goes and lands right on the spot, somewhere around here.
Mommy, let's not touch the hurt area.
You
Okay,
guys are breathing heavily again a little bit.
okay, and I just think to myself, okay, how did we only do this again? Gonna try and tap. How did she say to do this again? And I'm gonna try. I need to be gentle. Jeez. Can someone help me be gentle here? I'm a little shaky. I'm a little nervous here, to be frank.
I'm not much able to be much use with this right now.
Can someone help me calm down?
Rim's just gonna be like, tell me what you want.
At this very moment, Ash, can you roll me a fortitude check for me real quick?
Sure.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay, so as you're going, you're like, what do I do? Oh God, broken, pain, horse, God, no, and then eventually you feel two hands grasp the sides of your head, and you just feel an amount's impact hit the front part of your head. You lose half a heart, and then you open your eyes to see the man who hit into the side of the tree. He just headbutted you. Your
He just with me.
Holy!
Your head's clear, but it hurts.
Ow! Ow!
Now think, Tree One. How do we fix it?
Okay, I can heal him. I just need to try. I just need to gently touch his ribs. Not much, but it's something. Maybe it'll fix the ribs. It should work that way.
Maybe.
I think that's how the spell works.
That's not reassuring. You say maybe.
I'm sorry, I don't have a degree in magic.
Look, while you guys start work on this, I'm going to go see what the others are doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to do 1 dose of fairy flight on his chest.
Nina, you have a 1 magic back right now. Okay.
One magic, gotcha.
1. Okay. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do again, Ash?
1 dose of fairy's light on his chest.
Didn't you burn all of your magic trying to go and quell the horses?
No, what do you call it? I used 2
said
doses, and it costs 2 mana.
You said
two mana each.
2 mana each. You cast 4. Don't you only have 4 mana?
I have 8 mana.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
My magic stat's always been 2.
Okay,
And 2 magic is 4 mana.
It just
Or
checking.
8 mana. 8 mana.
Double checking. Double checking. Okay. So you go and you begin to slowly cast it. The man's breathing becomes more full as you burn all of your magic or just one casting of it.
I want to try one cast and see how he's doing.
Breathing stays about the same.
I know how this is gonna go. Okay.
It seems less haggard, like it's a little bit more full, but he still is not moving.
Hold on a sec. I've been holding a piss. I really got to do it right now.
You can take a piss.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So how about we take a 5-minute break and then we'll jump back into it. Okay?
Sounds good.
We'll resume it. We'll resume at 15.
I did not expect us to fucking witness Tyrion getting run over.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but hey, roll with it.
And Ash just deciding, yes, I don't know what momentum is.
I'm gonna go grab some water, so I will be right back.
Gotcha.
Wait, did Nick have to go pee?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why we're taking a 5-minute break.
Yeah, I heard somebody say it's PM. Or
Okay, pissed on. What are we taking a break?
Yeah.
I know you said
Yeah,
pissed
and
done,
I'm about to
but
head
the
for
way
it.
the way your audio set up, it sounded like you said pissed on.
I thought he said piss time.
Oh god. Yeah, like I'm gonna put my mic on just so you guys can hear me hear the glory of me pissing in a toilet.
Be back. That's something I didn't need to hear.
I
Sorry.
think we call that the glory bowl.
Yes.
Who do you think you're, fucking cyanide? Anyways. Hey, Nick, you want to see a great spell idea?
No, I'm a little stressed actually. Thank you though.
What a session, huh?
Shit happened.
Yeah. Here, I'm just thinking, after I made my blunders, is like, I wonder if more misfortune is going to follow after this.
Depends on how them dice roll, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I've been rolling like shit all night. I'm surprised I haven't killed some. I'm like 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3. Like what the fuck?
Okay, I've got an idea.
I'm back. All right, are we good to go?
Nick has
Logan went off.
Not like off, they're just like taking a second.
Yeah, I'll give him. Well, I said we're gonna start at 15, so we got like another minute to go.
Okay. I think I know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's early game, man. You don't have much you can do, but you gotta make do with what you got.
I know what I'm gonna do. I am gonna use the second dose of Fairy's Light on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask about the situation. About if anyone was in that cart. We saw it rushing over and
Mhm.
try to see what's going on. Is there anyone else in there that could have gotten hurt?
Okay, so 15 hot start. Okay, we're going. So cast Fairy's Light on him. The man's breathing becomes a lot more easier, and he slowly begins to blink his eyes, and he tries to get up, but then he goes. Oh, the
Don't move.
golden ones. God, I'm gonna move. My
No,
daughter.
you're gonna die. You're gonna die if you move.
I don't care. I want to see if my family's okay.
Where are they?
In the cart.
Then I'll check
Get
for
me.
you.
No, get me over there. I need to see them with my own 2 eyes.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna walk over to the cart.
And he starts slowly crawling the best he can. Just his right arm just digging into the ground. Pull. Dig. Pull.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to help him, but very, very gently, and not touch the very sore parts.
So what are you gonna do? So what do you? So by that note, remember you have to describe to me what you're gonna do. Because you're gonna help him, sure. It's like I'm gonna help him do his taxes. Do you know how to do taxes?
It's like I'm gonna tickle his undies.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna go help that guy take a piss. How? We'll cut back to Rim to see if they have something they want to do when they come back. However, we're gonna go. Ash, you're walking over, right?
Yeah.
Nina, you're flying over too, right?
Yeah.
Nina, you arrive first. Ash, you arrive a little bit later. Nina, you're flying over first. We're gonna, as you begin to fly over, Barrett, you've been trying to
help, right?
Yeah, Barrett, you're still trying to keep this kid calm, right?
Mhm.
The kid's just saying, but what happened?
What do you mean?
The cart flew and Mother hit her head. Why'd the cart go? What happened?
We're in the cart.
Right,
See?
but how did she hit this? She hit the roof of the cart. She's never done that before.
That's not the roof. That's the floor. She just fell down. She'll be okay.
Sometime. Guile. Roll me another guile.
Yeah.
Please be good. Ooh, that's good. 5 plus 6 5.
Okay. 15, right?
16.
16. Okay, yeah. You say that. Right. Yeah. She just gets a little quiet and just sits back in her chair.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, check this out. I got cards.
I'll say you have cards. Yeah, it's probably employee handbook. Fuck it.
No, I take the employee handbook and I just fan it out and make cards.
Okay. You go and you take out the employee handbook. She looks over it. She just staring at you and slightly through you, just looking at the book. But then as you begin to flip it, some of the pages that have been like turned, some of the pages with like pictures in them, like the colors kind of blur a little bit, and like her eyes start to like go to the book a little bit. Hey Zed, what are you doing, pal?
Zed was looking for alcohol and yelling for the others to show up.
Nina, as you're flying through, ah!
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you would hear him go. You would hear him basically calling for help. Help!
All right. One of us is here. What's up?
Flies above it. You fly
okay.
you fly over through the door, past Barrett's head. As you look in, you see a small child as Barrett's just like flipping a book right in front of her face.
Yeah.
And you look over
Zed
to over to a lady with her head wrapped in cloth and a red stain currently forming in the back of her head.
That should answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop the bleeding. I managed to keep the wound from getting infected. It needs to be treated. I was trying to look for alcohol.
I'll see if I can help find anything. At least until when any of my magic comes back.
Other than that, I've at least kept it clean. So, Zet will actually go and look for more alcohol again and see if we can find it.
Magic?
Yes.
Little girl looks over to you. Magic? What? If you need magic, Father keeps a little vial of magic. He says I can't drink on his person.
We'll see about that later. Was your father the one at the front of the cart?
Gives a little nod.
You'll be glad to know he's all right. He's my friends were helping him out there.
Influence.
That's mean. I was mean as fuck.
That's
I like wow.
well, I mean, it could be worse considering it's only a +1. 9.
She looks over to the man to her left. Can I see him now?
I think what I have overheard the whole thing about them trying to prevent him from walking on his own.
You wouldn't have gotten there by then. As well, since Logan, you just got back, right?
Yes.
You mind if we cut back to you real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so Kyoji, have you decided what you're gonna do yet? Because currently, a little recap. They've healed him to where he can talk, but he can't get off the ground yet. He's said he wants to see his family, and he doesn't care. Ash has walked off towards the cart first, and the man is currently beginning to he's looks like he can't move his left arm much, so he's taking his right arm and in little increments just dragging himself the best he can.
Okay. Sir, I can lend you my shoulder, help you get there faster.
Right. Rim, are you gonna do anything? Or do you want to phone a friend?
Phone a friend.
Icarus, currently, a little light bulb pops in your head. Icarus flies over to your shoulder, whispers in your ear, I don't think he should move, at all. Just saying.
Yeah, good idea.
So to be honest, Icarus would probably be counting.
So what are you going to do?
Hold still?
You're going to hold him still?
Yeah. Just
How are you going to hold him?
Gently. I assume he's not trying to move. I'm kind of trying to...
No, he is trying to move. He's trying to drag himself to the cart. Recently, just a recap. Ash, can you do this one real quick?
What's up?
Redo the lines from before of just I want to see my family. You're injured, all that.
He's saying he was injured, and I told.
He's just gonna pick him up then and just be like, "Well, we're doing this."
Okay. All right. So again, how are you gonna pick him up?
Bridal style.
Oh.
Wait, what?
By the back and the legs, like you're holding someone.
Okay.
My queen.
Oh, there goes me carrying over the shoulder.
No. Lady, the only person I'm calling a queen is not in this call.
I know. I'm joking. So yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I guess Rib's gonna override my health.
Can you give me a second? I need to think of something real quick. Got it. Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, look, something I'm decent at. 12.
You go, you put him. What do you say anything to the man if you're going to pick him up, or you're just going to pick him up?
And be like, you want to see your family? Okay.
You go, you put a hand behind him, you roll him over, and you go and put an arm under him, under his shoulder, you put an arm under his knees, and you hoist him up pretty well, just hoisting him up really quickly.
Sorry, homie.
I'm just glaring at Rim.
Put me down! Put me fucking down! Put me down, you giant oversized gorilla! Put me fucking down!
I'm just gonna start walking towards his family and just be like, this is fine.
And you just see her, he's just screaming obscenities, gritting his teeth, just spitting everything coming out of his mouth. You see his eyes turning slightly red. Like, continue, okay? Ash, you would have made it. You would have made it to the cart by now.
Anyways, continuing with the girl asked Nina if she could see her father.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't hear the screaming yet.
Yeah, no, Nina would just be like, in a bit. Let's make sure everything's okay in here, and then we'll bring him over, okay?
She gives a little nod, little smile. Just, you can tell she's really fucking worried.
Okay.
Understandable. And with that, Nina will start going to try to help fucking
Zed.
Zed try to find anything.
Yeah.
Search the cart,
Trying
roll
to
perception
find out.
checks. After this check, Ash should be showing up.
Yeah.
You said perception check?
Yes,
Yep.
both of you roll perception checks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what do I see?
No, not you, Ash. Not you.
That's a
13.
13?
Yeah.
Again, just cloth, candies, prepared meats. You found some hardtack.
Some what?
Oh, you don't know what hardtack is? Think like a ration like bread that's like never goes bad, but it tastes like dog shit.
Ew, I see.
It's literally like eating
Fucking
tack.
rock hard. It's
It's
rock hard.
really, it's edible somewhat.
Basically, it's meant
I
to
wouldn't call
be...
it edible, more of gross.
It's
It's
edible because it's like eating drywall.
Well, you're supposed to like soak
Water it.
Well, you're supposed to wet it. You're not.
You can eat it. You gotta soak in fucking water though.
I'm not finding anything.
And
It's applesauce. That's the stuff.
Zed, what'd you get?
6.
Same things as before.
Actually, and then Zet will also mention ask one thing to the girl. Is there any alcohol or disinfectant on the card itself?
What he's trying to ask is if there's any medicine.
I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry.
It's fine,
okay.
don't worry. Yeah, we'll make do with what we've got.
At this point, Ash should be showing up.
Okay, how do I see?
Same as you walk in. You firstly you gotta get past Barrett.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I thought Barrett was in the back of the car with the kid.
He's currently blocking her from exiting. He's currently from like a little wall, so she can't get out.
Yeah, don't want her to see the. And then I tap the back of my head.
Okay. Is anyone who's in there? Who is in there?
The little girl.
Anyone else?
The daughter of.
Mother.
Wait, the mother was in there? I thought the mother was outside.
Mother's still in the cart.
Yeah, no.
Mother's still in the cart. Little girl's in the cart. Nina's in the cart, and Zed's in the cart.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just let him through then.
Can I walk past? Can I walk past and head in?
You can.
Yeah.
If he lets you through, then yeah.
Mhm.
As you walk in from your little height, you just see. You look up and you can just see a blood stain, just like right on the top of the wall, on top of the cart, like near the roof.
Okay, let's head over and check out the mother.
She's currently wrapped in a cloth. She's and the stain in the back of her head's currently getting bigger and bigger. Her breathing's getting fainter and fainter as time goes on.
Breathing things faint.
Do you have alcohol in you or something?
No, I left my alcohol at the bar. But
We needed something to disinfect the wound and to stop the bleeding.
okay. I have a towel, but I don't think that would stop the bleeding. You would need a gauze or
No.
something.
I used cloth that I found, so it's better than nothing, and I've cleaned the wound. There's not much around here besides food and cloth. We did not find any type of alcohol.
Alright, can I see any compartments of any kind in here?
Besides the ones that are already open, not really.
Okay, can I try and cook up an easy to drink salve?
It's gonna take time.
Under pressure, how fast can I cook, given everything I've been through?
Start a fire, boil water, start a fire, boil water, prep the food, cook the food, prep it in a drink.
I'm not trying to make a 4-course meal, Mike. I'm trying to make emergency rations.
Even emergency rations is gonna take time. It's gonna take upwards of 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I take it a little girl hasn't seen me yet either. I imagine children aren't exactly fond of Deku.
She looks at you, and as soon as you walk in the door, she just sees the glowing red eye, and she backs as quickly as she can to the corner of the cart.
I just try to not look at it. Try to not look directly at her. Okay. Alright, she's not good. Alright. We should try to ask the cart owner if he had any medical supplies. If they don't have anything, I can try to cook. I can try to make something quick, but we need to get her stable fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and see if I can find any herbs or something.
I'm gonna run over to the guy.
As you begin to run out the cart, get the fuck off him! God, fuck, God, let me fucking go, you goddamn baboon! Let me fucking go! This hurts too fucking bad. Let me fucking go! Rim is carrying him over.
Sir, your wife's injured. Do you have any medical supplies? Her condition's not stable.
Fuck! Put me fucking down! He's just screaming as loud as he fucking possibly can. As he's hearing this, the little girl currently rushes over to Barrett. That's my father. Please, let me see him. Let me see him, please. Just like tears forming in her eyes again.
Is he okay? Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Shut up. Yeah, he's certainly okay. Yeah, go ahead. See your daddy.
No. You peek your head out. You just see.
Okay.
You from what you can see, Barrett. You know the basics of Hylian anatomy. You've served enough customers and seen enough drunken bar fights, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
You've seen enough bullshit like that. As you look over to him, it's like, huh? Okay, he's probably a man on the huskier side. Looking over to him, something's not right though. There's a bump sticking out from maybe that would be the right side of his chest. If you had to get from the right side of his chest, there's a giant bump right there, and it's red as hell.
Okay.
And Rim is carrying them bridal style, and you just see him screaming in pain. from that.
Would Zet notice this as well, since he is a Hylian?
You're not looking out right now.
Yeah, you're still searching. You're
He
still
is
searching
coming
for
out.
stuff right now. You're coming
Yeah,
out.
but he
You're
came
coming
out
out
of the
right
dark.
now. You're
Yeah.
coming out right now. Yeah, you'd see it. Both of you would see this right now.
Okay, yeah, no.
Would he be able to determine
He's
what the
busy
injury
right
is?
now, so you're gonna want to just sit back, relax. I'll bring him to you. We gonna do that, okay?
You're not lying, so influence.
Yep. Would Zet be able to tell what the injury is?
There's a bump in his chest.
12.
She is still currently like pushing past you, like trying to push past you a little bit. So roll me an athletics check, and the little girl roll me a agility check.
Or 5.
Let's see her stats. Okay, I mean that's her stat sheet. Okay, cool. So she would roll a. What'd you say you got again?
5.
5. Okay. You lucky fucker. Chris, you can see this roll. Chris, you can see this roll, right? That's a crit fail. She got a 4.
Holy shit!
She has a plus.
She has 2 strength? What?
No, agility. She's rolling agility to contest that. No, she's not. She's not buffer than you.
Weakest fucking Gerudo ever.
No. She got a 1/1 plus 2. That's a 4.
Yeah. God damn.
So as you begin to push by her, you go and like, do you like grab her or anything? She doesn't push past you, like go like try and like duck under your knee or like duck under your knee to try and get out the cart, like dipping between your legs to get out.
Oh yeah, I'll just kind of like block her way. Just, you don't need to go out there. You really don't.
I'm like, she's just like panicking, like just please let me see my father, please. She's just pleading again. We're gonna cut outside. Rim, you're carrying this man in. Currently, Ash and Zed have jumped out the cart, and they turn to look over to you. Oh. Then they see the man currently kicking and screaming in your arms. Well, attempting to kick.
He was trying to come over here anyway.
Do either of you have alcohol or something to clean wounds?
Put me fucking down!
Lady in this real hurt. She needs medical attention.
Sorry, what?
There's a lady. There's a woman in there. She's hurt. She needs medicine or potions or anything.
Does anyone here have magic? Because I don't know how to do medical stuff, and I don't think.
Yeah,
And I think all of our.
I've cleaned the wound. We just need something to stop the bleeding. Is the guy still screaming?
He's been screaming.
Zet will glare at the man and tell him to calm down, yelling at him.
You're gonna intimidate him?
To get him to calm down, yes.
Go ahead and try.
Point.
I'm gonna piss him off if he fails.
Yeah, but there's a chance we can actually get him to calm down and actually listen.
Can I coordinate with Zed on that?
Sure. Give him. You can give him advantage. We're gonna give him like the help action. Sure.
Yeah.
What does the help action do?
Basically, you get advantage on the roll.
Okay, so I roll it twice then. Okay. That's definitely needs to be rolled. That's a 1.
Well, good thing you have advantage.
Yeah. Yup.
Good thing you got that advantage.
11.
That is much better.
That's a fail.
Ooh.
It's still a
As
fail?
you go and yell at the man, how about you calm the hell down, sir? He looks at you. How about you go and fuck off? Put me
me fucking down!
Zet will walk
give
over
him
to
very
him and
hard
tell
escort
him that
really.
your wife is bleeding. You need to listen to me if you want her to have help.
Well, how about you put me fucking down first?
Tell me, I'm trying to get you to your family. You asked for this.
You're struggling, so they were helping you get here. The thing I was asking was, do you have alcohol on you? We need to stop the bleeding. Or medical supplies on the truck.
Down.
Put him down.
Rim is just gonna lay him down on the ground and walk away, just like I'm done.
Oh, fuck.
You
Zet
have
will
done it
help him to
gently.
his feet. Zet will help him to his feet.
You try and don't you fucking touch me, you goddamn incompetent swine! God! Ow! Fuck!
I was looking at him. Can you just let me carry him? Jeez.
Right. So, Mrs. in trouble. Right. Fuck.
She's bleeding. That's out. That's why we need something to stop the bleeding. Is there
Right.
any medical supplies?
We're not supposed to be transporting those. We're on a business trip. Fuck.
Doesn't include medical supplies in case of emergency.
We're not supposed to have an emergency here. This is the safest route in all the planes. Fuck.
Okay. Then, your daughter mentioned something about replenishing magic. Do you have anything that does that?
What in the bloody hell is she talking about? She's reading
Something
too many
on your
fantasy
person.
novels.
It's
Fuck.
because we have someone that can cast healing magic.
Fucking
That's why.
Healing magic. Yes, healing magic. Sure. And you know who I am? Oh, I'm the deaconess of the Hyrulean Plains. Yes. Ow. Take it to my back pocket. Take a bottle out. Take a vial out of there. Take the blue one if you need. Magical connection. Drink that. Fuck.
Zet will immediately grab the potion and go bring it to Nina.
No, that too.
Or Nina and Ash, yeah. So.
Yeah.
This is for to replenish magic.
When you enter, Nina's just trying to focus to cast Fairy's Light on the mother. With the 1 SP she has, it's not happening at the moment.
Yeah, Zet will bring over the potion and say, "You need to drink this," and then heal her.
Alright. Nina just looks at it and drinks it.
Nina, can you roll me a fortitude?
Fortitude?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, at least it's something.
Let me get my sheet open.
Well,
11.
As you drink it, your mind begins to part ever so slightly. You can just feel your mind begin to go into a haze. After you chug the whole vial down, waiting for the magic to come back into your system.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you go and add a plus 10 into your magic?
Oh.
Issue is now you are intoxicated.
I mean, that's one way of getting it
Okay,
done.
so does that increases the maximum? Does that also increase the current?
It does.
Okay.
You are just now intoxicated. So, the issue is can't really concentrate much.
God, that's some strong ass stuff.
Worlds blurring, swaying left and right.
Can I see her?
It's hard to fly straight.
Someone grab me. I
Zet
can't
will grab
see
grab
Just-
Nina and bring Nina over.
Just grab me. Help guide my hand so I can at least try.
Zet will place Nina's hand on the mother, on the injury.
Try its tiny hand. Try and do it. You're probably going to break her hand. So the rat living in Ash's head currently dashes out, climbs up the side of Zed, goes and carries her. Messiah, I got you this time. Don't worry.
Thanks, Jeremy. All right.
From what you can see, a little rat is carrying a fairy. Just
Yep.
Hold me as still as you can. It might take a bit.
concentration check for Miklas.
Concentration. Oh boy. So we're roll
Discipline.
plus discipline. Gotcha.
I'm gonna show you guys a ridiculous.
11.
That's a fail. As you go and try and concentrate, your mind begins to part as you begin to think of memories, trying to heal others and do unto others as you've been told. But as the memory comes in, it fades out and fades back into the time of when you fell down the stairs.
No, that's it's not right. Why the stairs again?
What's going on over there?
Just keep trying to regain focus.
Roll it again.
$12?
Still a fail. As you begin to concentrate on it yet again, you begin to go, do unto others as did you. I did eat something good the other day. I should probably try eating that moss sometime. Maybe it'll taste pretty good. But unto your others.
You know, this is taking a while. I'm gonna go ahead and desperately try to cook something up.
It's going to take you some time, so
I'm doing it.
Background.
Can Zet actually help with the cooking since he has cooked? Can he give a help?
Don't worry about me. I got this.
I literally can't understand him.
Well,
all I heard was, I got this, so.
yeah.
Worry about your stuff. I can handle this.
You see her, Nina just shake her head, slap the sides of her face.
Okay.
Tried to jog her concentration a bit and just go ahead and try again. Well, that's the highest I'm fucking getting. That's a 14 as a crit.
You needed a 14. Okay. Do unto others as you could yourself. How? And as your mind begins to go into the time of, man, I remember what it like to live in an apple. No, not right now.
Not now.
Continue to go do unto others as you would yourself. And how much mana do you pump into it?
I'm going to pump in. With what I have, I'm going to pump in I'm gonna pump in 30.
So So 30, that'd be 15 hearts. Okay. 15 hearts. So it'd be 15 hit points, meaning that'd be converted into 4 hearts and some change. Okay. So, all right. As you go and pump in everything you can, whatever magic that was in you immediately fades, and you black the fuck out. The mana kind of kept you in a buzz. Without the mana, you're gone. You're gonna be blacked out for a while. Cutting over to the lady. As the ladies goes, the cloth under her head begins to like slowly bulge out, and a little bit part of her comes back, to which she pops into reality. She pops back and, where am I? Honey, are you okay? The little girl goes, Mother, and she goes and hugs her daughter. She hugs her daughter. Who are you all? If you're here to take everything, just take everything here. Just don't hurt us, please.
We were here actually. To
The only
help
person
you
the only
because we saw
person
an
in the
accident.
cart right now would be Barrett. So
Zed came
And-
back in too.
the rat. Is Zed
Zed's
still in there?
too.
Yes,
Is
he
he?
came
Yeah,
in.
'cause
Oh, I thought
he
you were
was
gonna go
told-
find.
He was told not to.
Okay.
So he
How'd you-
stayed. So he's mentioning it.
Okay. What were you two gonna say?
You had an accident. We came here to help.
Barrett,
Your
what are you saying?
husband is outside.
So you there?
Were you asking? I didn't hear you ask me. What were you saying?
The mother's come back to consciousness at this moment, and at this very moment, what she said was, "Who are you all? If you want anything, take the cart, take everything."
No, I heard what she
don't
said.
hurt us.
I heard what she
Right.
said. I didn't know if she was like talking to me particularly. I'm the only one in the thing.
She's talking to everybody.
No,
just both of
Everybody
you
in
right
there.
now.
So it would be Barrett and whoever
And
else.
I'm
She's staring at you though, just scared out
okay.
of her
So
mind.
she's staring at me.
Yeah.
I'll look at her and I'll go, "We're not here to help you out. You guys ran into us. We're trying to make sure that you're okay."
Roll me influence.
15.
15. She goes, looks at her daughter. The daughter looks over to her, looks up to you. Right. Can I see my husband, please? That is
He
not
is
too much of a
injured.
problem.
He is injured.
Is
Be aware.
he okay?
No.
Well, he is injured.
Is he alive?
He is
He's
alive, yes.
He's alive. I can still. He's loud.
I know. He's been loud. He's been loud for all of this time.
I don't need it.
When your wife says, I know.
Gosh.
Let's go see him if we can. She begins to stand up. She just grabs the back of her head. Oh!
Take it slow. You had a head injury.
Back down. Right. Yeah. And she goes, "We'll wait here. Just bring him to us if you can."
He is very he does not like being picked up. Is there anything I can tell him to get him to allow us to?
Tell him if he's not to come quickly, he will regret it.
Okay, I will tell him that. Zet will leave the cart and go see the husband.
Lame as shit.
Okay.
Is that her way of saying he'll be sleeping on the floor?
Probably.
Y'all in a fucking cart. I'm pretty sure everybody's sleeping on the floor.
No, I meant once they get to their destination.
Take
So,
take that.
sir,
However,
I
take that
don't
as you
know
will.
your name.
That's fine.
You don't need to know my name.
Your wife
What do you
is
want
all
from me?
right, but she says if you do not come in there soon, you will regret it. So I will help you up and help you inside.
No, don't touch me.
She said you will regret it if you
I'll
do not
get
go
there
in there
myself. I got. And you see, there's currently the man who got hit by the cart. You're coming with me. He just grabs him by the hair and just drags him.
You're not taking any bullshit.
You fucker! I'll have you in cells for this. I'll have you in chains. He just keeps getting dragged over. Drags him over to the cart. Barrett, you just feel somebody tap the back of your shoulder.
Turn around.
It's like you see what seems to be a Zora man who's built like a brick shithouse. He's got black scales. He's got black scales doing the rights of him. He's got little red scales going around the sides of his eyes, and he's currently dragging what seems to be an injured man towards you right now. He's got an injured man in his hand right now. Taps you on the shoulder. I have him.
You have who?
His the
Who is-
family.
Who is you?
I am an innocent bystander. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm gonna slap him in the face. Let's go with that.
You hit him in the face.
I'm gonna slap him in the face. I mean, you talk to me like that, you sound like there's something wrong with you. I'll slap you in the face.
You hit him right in the jaw. You just see, as you hit him, your hand comes to a complete stop. And your hand hurts. He doesn't move.
What is wrong with you?
I have him. Does he want to see his family?
Him who
Let
wants
him
his
in.
family.
Let him in. It's the husband. Zach calls out.
Where's? Okay, do I hear that? Where's that coming from?
That's coming from outside. You heard it.
No, I'm gonna let the DM tell me if I heard him or not. Not you.
You wouldn't. You could kind of hear something. Let husband in.
I don't know who the fuck that was. Listen, buddy. There's an injured person in here. I don't
have
know.
the other one.
You have the other one?
The man who was on the cart. I have him, and he points his hand.
Oh, so now you can fucking talk. All right, get the fuck in, asshole.
Oh no!
You step aside. He just goes and chucks the man onto like one of the couches on the inside. Oh, fuck! Hi, honey. Yeah, how you doing? You're gonna be paying for this. You know that. Yes, dear. The little girl goes and like jumps and hugs her dad. The dad. It's good to see you too. Fuck.
Fuck it.
And that's the end of that for now.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So with that, do you guys stay or do you just dip? You guys gonna do
I'm
anything?
gonna give him
On you.
I need to leave him some food.
Rim is dipping, and I have to dip too because I have to go to bed because of con tomorrow.
Go ahead, May.
So nice
Take
hanging
care.
out with y'all. Good session.
yeah, good to hearing from you again.
Yee.
Have fun at your con.
Have fun.
Hi guys.
And I
See ya.
choose to dip as well.
Yeah, dip. You gotta go too.
In character. I mean, are we ending the session here right now, or?
I'm saying, do you guys want to continue doing the things here and then leave the people, or are you going to do something with them?
Okay.
I'm asking you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I don't think I have much say in the matter. I think Nina's still black out.
You are, yes.
Yeah, I'm just done.
I'm gonna leave some food for them, and I don't think I don't think I can face them. I'm just
I
gonna
think
leave there for food.
Place to call it. I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave some food there for them, and just say this is
Yep.
these are for you guys, and then call it.
You're just you're gonna leave the food and just dip.
Well, I'm gonna leave cooked dishes.
Okay.
They won't see
You're
it. 6 hours. Rotten.
Mhm.
go cook the best food that you can. What are you gonna cook? What are you gonna cook as you're doing that? Is everybody else that you're just gonna go?
Zet will go in there and talk with them for a moment before leaving.
What are you gonna say?
Basically mentioning, at least you're all okay now.
Yeah. Okay is the best way to put it.
It's the best way of putting it. At least you're all alive.
He doesn't say anything to that. Just looks over to his wife.
All right, I've got the dishes ready.
Got it. Roll me the cooking checks then. Hardy Radish, Highland Shroom, Highland. Okay. 13, and 10. Okay.
Mhm.
You don't leave those behind. You leave them some dishes. Do you enter the cart? Do you just put them on the side of it?
And what are the colored rupee values again?
3,
Beyond
1,
20,
blue.
beyond 20.
Okay, red is 20. We have purple, which is 50, and then silver is 100.
I leave that, and then on the little plate, on the smallest plate that I left for the girl, I'm gonna leave a purple rupee there, and then just walk off.
Okay. You just leave that near the front of the cart. Just dip.
Yeah, and I look back at it for a second, and then I just walk off, and just with my head down.
Okay. And everybody else is dipping too?
Yep, at this point, there's not much else we can say.
Yes.
I'm just fucking confused. Like, what?
You left food and you just left. What? Okay. As the group goes and heads on, it seems they've gained another new member. As you begin to walk on, the Zora man is also following you.
You got someplace to go?
Yeah, yes.
We're heading to the town closest. Well, it's north of here, right?
Yes, it is. You're about there. You're like a couple days out.
We're heading to the town north of here. Are you heading north as well?
No.
Then why are you following us?
See, that's what I was talking about. That speed of talking. There's something wrong with you.
Rim just sighed, mentions he was hit by a horse.
Yeah, that was like 2 days ago.
2 minutes, but okay. am supposed to be heading to the Zorinian Plains.
The Zorinian Plains. Where have I heard that before?
Yesterday.
Wait a sec. There's a note saying that. Okay, out of character.
You literally heard it yesterday.
No, I remember seeing the note saying, "Come see the Spearfish Ensemble in the Zorinian Plains." Was there any like in symbols on the invite and stuff, or no?
Not symbols you'd recognize. Isn't
Can
he
I
carrying
remember the
on-
shape at least? And do I
Yeah.
see that with them?
Roll perception check.
$10.
On his bag, you see a little symbols kind of similar to the one that was left on the note the other day. It kind of fits, it kind of doesn't. It's a little crude.
The Zorinian Plains. Oh, isn't there? There's supposed to be something going on there soon, isn't there? I thought I saw a flyer for them. Something about the
Concert. People playing in the Zorinian Plains.
right.
Supposed to be a festival for the Zora. This is the right way, correct?
Do
You're
I
heading
remember
north.
the last time?
You're heading
East.
northwest. The last time you looked at a map, Zora's domain, which you'd remember is near your home, is southwest. It's southeast.
That's-
Southeast. The exact opposite.
God dang it, Mike! Don't do it again.
You said,
Don't do east west, my dude.
no, it is the east-west thing. He's going the exact wrong way.
Sir, you're going. This is northwest. Zora's domain is southeast of here.
Okay. Are you heading that way soon?
Yeah, we're supposed to be heading back. We just have some business in the nearby town before we head there.
Then let's go.
Cool.
Go.
Sit back with them. They're the most easy to get along with. I'm just pointing to Ona, like just probably playing with the dog right now.
Howdy!
Howdy, Zora. Big Zora. Hey. How you doing?
Oh God, he would totally be. I just realized what I just said. You know what? I have no regrets. I'm Nick would
No
appreciate this.
Hello. Continuing. What will the group do now? What will the group do now? What's going to be going on? Did I plan that? Not particularly to go that way. Am I happy with where it went? Kinda. What will happen next time? I have no fucking clue, honestly. But we'll continue from there.
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball
Ladies
Z.
and gentlemen, I am concerned and hyped at the same time to see what's going on. But for now,
Will we ever make it to town?
I have no clue. We'll see you next time.
Chocolate fairy!
Short roll call again, just to make sure. I'm Kyoji. This is
I'm Ash.
also known as Neek.
Hello.
Our DM is
Chocolate.
Mike.
Hello. Hi. Help.
Nina. This
Help.
is Chris as Nina.
String snakes!
She's high as heck right now.
Drunk.
Drunk.
She's blackout, just occasionally throwing a random word out, then slumping back over wherever she is. whoever she's being carried by.
It's Remigan.
And
Icarus has got you like holding you, just make sure you don't fall out of the pocket.
Yeah.
and the big guy's Barrett.
Yo soy Barrett. Me llamo. Me gustan los tacos y frijoles. ¿Dónde vivas?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Slowly dancing. Just a dancing.
Ay, caramba.
Get
Ay,
into it.
caramba.
Fucking hell.
This
You
other
gonna say?
guy is Zed.
I'm Zet or Talon, also known as Teddy. Who wants to talk about murders?
Again,
No one
Really?
died. It's
I'm-
not
I'm-
murder if no one died.
Not yet. Not yet.
I thought he said burgers. I was like, yo, let's go.
Yo,
never s-
burgers, let's
Burgers
fucking
are
go.
fucking great. Hell yeah.
we just almost killed an entire family and murdered all their fucking former
We did
friends.
not kill
You
them.
guys want
They
burgers?
ran into us.
We.
It's their fault.
It's like we just murdered a bunch of horses.
You guys want
Let's go
burgers?
for burgers.
That's gravity.
What's this we crap?
What's this weak shit, Holmes?
What you
I
talking
mean,
about?
to be
AC?
fair, I didn't even do it. So
Also, I'm
Fucking
Seedrill. I play as a guy who is hungry for food.
You wish for fucking McDonald's, so that's
Good.
Kept you waiting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had fun coming back after this, and this is what we came back to. I'm concerned for next week.
Yep. Until
Yeah.
then,
Next episode.
hope you audience and are looking forward to next week, or that week after, or the
Whenever.
after week.
Yes.
I hope
Yeah.
future.
whenever it is.
In the future.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. You know my